You see, now I have two tables. One is employee details table and another one is department table. And there are only two departments present. One is IT department and another one is sales department. Now I want to find out the employee name who has highest salary in the IT department. And also I want to find out the employee name. Employee name means employee details like name, date of birth, gender, everything, city, everything, who has highest salary in the sales department. So I want to return employee details who has highest salary in each department. First thing, let's break the problem into smaller problems, because here this time both the tables are involved. Department table is involved as well as employee table is involved. So what I will do, I will join these two tables. Let's say if I join these two tables, I will write here inner join operation. Let's say employee table I labeled it as E and department table I labeled it as, and I will perform the inner join operation. On what condition I will join? I will say E dot department ID is equal to D dot department ID. So you see both these table will be joined together. So if I execute all the three commands together, so you see I got this result. If you see, this is the IT department and this guy Mahesh has the highest salary. And under the sales department, Sunita has the highest salary. So actually I want to display this record and this record. Now what I want, you see I want the salary, highest salary in each department. I also want along with the department name. So that is what I did. I joined these two tables so that I can get the department name. Now you see, I treat it like a single table. It is select star from T. So this result is a T. Now if I need to find out department wise highest salary, I will use the group by technique. Here I can do max salary and I will put department name. And department name belongs to which table? Department name belongs to D table. So I put D dot department name and then I will perform a group by operation based on the department name. So if I execute both the commands, so you see this was a result because of the join, and you see I have got the highest salary for the IT department and highest salary for the sales department. But you see, if I go back to the employee details, employee table, if I execute these three commands together, let us focus on the third table, because you see I got 30,000 and I got 50,000 as the highest salary. But you see, I don't need to even get the highest salary. I am interested in getting the names of those guys. Now consider this as a table. But you see, I have what in this table? IT and sales. But I don't have anything in here which is IT and sales. I have department ID. So I need to show department ID. And you see, ID number 1 is always IT and ID number 2 is always sales. So if I do group by D dot department ID comma D dot department name, and here also if I show both the values here, and if I execute the command now all the three, so you see now I have also got the department name as well as department ID and the salary. Let me call it as, label it as max salary. So if I execute it now, so you see I got max salary. Let me execute it again. So I got max salary. Earlier that table was my detailed table. Now one IT, this one IT and this one IT. You treat this combination as a single unit because it is repeating always 190, 190, 190. So it will be displayed only once 190. Similarly, two sales, two sales, sales. It will also be displayed only once. And what is the maximum value in this? 30,000. And what is the maximum value in two sales? It is 50,000. So I got this result by the group by. So now I am left with these two tables. So if I execute it now, so I have these two tables. Now if I join these two tables, you see I will get the names also, like Mahesh, date of birth is this, gender is male. Similarly, Sunita, date of birth is this and gender is female. Now forget this is a query. Suppose this is table 1 and this is table 2, and I want to get this particular record and this particular record based on the join condition, and I want to display name, date of birth, gender, male, city as well as department names of the person. If I join this column and this column, then 30,000 will appear here and here as well as here. So you see, when I join this department ID with this department ID, then what will happen? All the names will appear. Mahesh will appear, then Rajat will appear as well as Neha will appear. But I am only interested in Mahesh. So what I have to do, I have to join not only on the basis of department ID, but also on the basis of maximum salary. Now what will happen? One will be joined with one, okay. Also 30,000 will be joined with 30,000. So Mahesh will come. But in this case, one will be joined with one. That's matching. But 30,000 is not equal to 23,000. So this record will not appear. Here one is matching with one, fine. But 30,000 is not equal to 19,000. So this record will not come. Similarly here, 2 will join with 2, okay. But 34,000 is not equal to 50,000. Only this particular record will match. So in this way I will get these two records. So this time I will use the join condition on two columns. So now what I will do, because I have considered this as a table 1. So let me call this as the complete query, because this result is created by this particular query. So I call this as T1, table 1. And let's say this is table 2. So what I will write, and I will call this table as ED, as employee details. And what I will do, I am performing the inner join operation between this table and this derived table which I have created, which is producing this kind of result set. And I will say on T1 dot department ID is equal to ED dot department ID. And because this time there are two conditions of joining, T1 dot max salary is equal to ED dot salary. So on the basis of these two columns, I am joining this table. So if I execute this command, so you see I got this output. And suppose these are the extra departments which are appearing, so you can write the list in which you are interested. For example, I'm interested in ed dot employee number, then I'm interested in ed dot name, then I am interested in ed dot dob, and let's say I'm interested in ed dot gender, I'm interested in ed dot salary, and I'm interested in t1 dot department name. So if I execute this command, so here also this subquery is used as a derived table.